Thanks for joining us. Now, each month we're going to give you a sneak peek, a behind-the-scenes look of the latest production here at the Norris Theater. In September, it will be A Funny Thing Happened on the Way to the Forum, and trust me, this show will keep you laughing in your seats.
Something for everyone, a comedy tonight.
This month we are joined by three gentlemen who are going to be in A Funny Thing Happened on a Way to the Forum. Now, I don't know if these are gentlemen, but I think they are. Guys, you guys are funny right off the bat, and you have to be to do this show because it is just by far the funniest show I think I've ever seen.
Yeah, I'm glad you said that. And actually, we haven't even done it yet, so that'll be good. When we do it, it'll be the funniest. Yeah, it really is a classic, and it's something that I know that Jim Grusing, who's the director, it's one of his favorite shows, and I've never gotten to do it before. I think you guys have both done it before, but it is my experience with it. It's just my mother did it years and years ago, and I really loved it then. So yeah, I was. Oh, no,
and that's why Chris is here.
Very good.
Very good. Yeah, I'll bet. Mm-hmm.
So when you go home at night, does this carry on or what?
Oh, without a doubt. Are you kidding?
We carry on when we go home.
Yeah, we do.
Right?
Sometimes I even eat carry on, but sometimes carry out.
Carry out.
Yes. By the way, this beautiful theater is the Norris Theater in Rolling Hills Estates, and we open September 18th and play on through the following weekend, the 25th, 27th.
You know you have a lot to live up to because everything that goes on here is just top notch. You know that, right?
Yeah. I agree. We have Jimmy Grusing runs this place, and he is just absolutely terrific.
What is it like to work on the stage?
Well, the next one leaves in 5 minutes. I think I'll be under it.
Yeah. Mule tray.
And
hand off my knee.
Oh, sorry.
That's all right.
Such a lovely knee.
No,
asking the musical question, how do you solve a problem like Maria?
Oh, Maria.
The most beautiful sound I ever heard.
That was the last production, guys.
Oh, yes. So the question is, how is it working on the stage?
What's it like to work on the stage?
Well, you know, it's different from working, of course, in screen television in that you have an immediate response. The immediate gratification of the audience response is just terrific. I've been on TV and screen, of course. The gratification is sitting back and watching yourself stink to high heaven, and you can't do anything about it. Over and over and over again. But you can change it up on the stage.
Right.
It's true.
Yeah.
A lesson for you all. Never fall in love during a total eclipse.
Yeah. Let's talk a little bit about your characters. Talk about how you sort of cultivated your character.
Well, first of all, this is a great joy for me. I play Miles Gloriosus, who is a captain in the Roman army, and he's should be Miles Ridiculosus because it's basically based on volume, both number of silly things and also sheer decibel level that I'm playing it on. But I just came from doing Phantom, so for me the joy is partly to get to come and just be ridiculous on a daily basis, and to work with these guys is just it's a real treat. So so basically it's just going loud and full bore. And with this show, the advantage is you can really do that, and then Jimmy has a good ear and a good eye for taking people back when it's too much, and it's rarely ever too much.
I was just going to say, usually they want more, not less. Yes. Let's talk about your character now.
I play Pseudolus. I am a conniving, scheming, yet lovable slave to the son of Senex. And I want my freedom desperately. I love this role because it is all about that. This man wants his freedom. And I think that's something we all kind of crave.
Right. Yeah,
you know?
Very true. Very true.
And I think that that's part of my character also, the character of Senex, who would prefer his freedom from his domineering wife, Domina.
How odd that they named her that.
Yeah, isn't it?
Yes.
Pseudolus and Miles Gloriosus.
How long did it take you guys just to remember all these names?
Let's see, I haven't remembered them yet.
No, I
Who
haven't.
am I?
Murray.
Murray.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm Saul, and this is Sid. We're all from William Morris.
So Senex
particularly
is the lives in the house of Senex, and he's a senator.
I haven't eaten.
And well, then let me eat you.
Go. No.
So
You're Jewish. You don't eat ham.
are you kidding me? I'm a Jew who knows his pork. Let me tell you, I love me some ham. And so, what was I saying?
Something
Senex
unimportant.
Well, but Senex is senile. It's perfect for
He's
me.
senile, yeah.
It's typecasting.
Yes.
And so he's on a quest for a little rest and relaxation from his wife, played beautifully by Farley.
Farley.
Farley Cadena. Farley
yes.
Cadena. And we have
Farley Cadena.
Farley Cadena.
I'll go Farley Cadena with me.
So, and we have other people in the show. There's a Jeffrey Landman who plays
He's
Lycus.
wonderful.
Fabulous. And
what about Michael Betts, who plays Hysteria?
Michael Betts? He's
Plays Hysteria. How about the women in the show?
The women, how about them?
Yeah, you know
All
what?
right, this is something very important
Yes.
because this show is
At
very
the Norris, it's very important.
at the Norris in
Mention
Rolling
the
Hills
Norris
Estate,
Theater
September
at the
18th.
You remembered Rolling Hills.
I did, didn't I?
He was afraid he wasn't gonna.
And when I say it, I get a little nauseous, though.
something.
This show is very burlesque.
Okay.
And in burlesque, you always had your beautiful women parading around the stage. Well, we have that too. For those of you who don't like musical theater, we've got women. So it's a very good thing. And they're beautiful and talented, and they dance like nobody's business.
Yeah.
Ask me how well.
How well?
None of your business.
It's nobody's business.
Right,
Absolutely.
right.
You said it.
I
We're
said
not
it.
even allowed to watch.
No,
that's-
you're not.
No, not even.
I've heard they separate you guys because they don't want you to get too
Well,
close
actually,
to
they
it.
lift and separate us,
They do.
which is a very nice
With a
thing.
bucket of water, usually it's
Ice water.
ice water.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
very important.
Peel some onions, that'll make your ice water. Yes.
Let's do a little behind the scenes as actors for our viewers. Yes, everybody behind. What is it like to go from a very dramatic role to a comedic role? I know you said you just came from Phantom. Obviously, that is not a comedic role. So what is that like?
No. Well, one of the things that's a lot of fun about it is you get to just explore the different sides of yourself. The challenge of doing Phantom was, first of all, the role, there was quite a bit more to do. There were a lot more songs. It was physically exhausting.
Yes.
I was flying, leaping from catwalks. So that particular role, there was an awful lot more to do. This is a totally different kind of energy and a totally different kind of focus.
Right.
The communal aspect of this show particularly is one that you really have to stay with.
Yeah.
These guys are incredibly funny, but there's ad-libbing is a part of it as well. So it's staying on track with people, and the energy that's required to do that is totally different than when, in a sense of Phantom anyway, when you're driving the train in a sense. And really Nick's driving the train in this one. I mean, he's really the thing that sends everyone else spinning.
He's the conductor, right?
Yeah, he has a different perspective on it.
Can I see your ticket, please?
Exactly. But for me, one of the things that I like to do about in playing both is find it's really a truism of acting. It's finding the core of that character. So Miles is ridiculous. These are archetypal characters we're playing.
Yes.
But there has to be something inside that you care about that person or that archetype enough to make him real for that moment.
And it's a farce, and though it is, we still have to play these characters with an exceedingly great amount of honesty.
Like any great comedy.
Like any great comedy, And I don't know that there's such a distinction between doing a drama and doing a comedy in that acting est acting.
Right.
You bring your craft and all you know to either genre.
And how about for you, Nick? As well?
First of all, don't call me a eunuch. And second of all,
There'll be plenty of that later.
yeah, there sure will.
show is
I'm sorry. I lost my shoe. I'm sorry.
You lose your shoe in
I did.
the Norris.
In the Norris Theater in Rolling Hills
Estates.
Estates, we opened September 18th. I have done dramatic roles, and I'll tell you, there's as much as I love comedy, and it is my number one thing. also enjoy making an audience cry. You know, there's something
Are you
just
saying
as
that they're going to be
satisfying.
crying at the end of the show now?
From laughter, darling. From laughter. Oh, she's such a Weisenheimer.
Wow, really me?
Yeah, really you. There's great satisfaction in both genres. Anytime you can get an audience to
be moved in some-
to be
Yeah.
moved and get where you're coming from.
Sure.
I do stand up too, and when you get
Wait,
them.
were you kidding me?
No, seriously, I know it's hard to believe.
Very hard.
No, but seriously, when you can get an audience to join you on your journey, there's few things more satisfying in theater, whether it's comedy, tragedy, or like our show, tragedy.
Yeah.